Today's continue. Eskom has implemented stage 2 load shedding. Around about an hour ago, the power utility has suffered what it calls another setback as it's lost additional capacity from its Medupi power station. The utility says coal and ash handling issues are at the source of the problems today. Joining us on the line, Eskom's Chief Operating Officer, Jan Oberholzer. Good afternoon to you and welcome. Your statement says in part, late last night we lost Medupi 3, 4 and 5 due to coal and ash handling issues. What does that mean?
Good afternoon, Jeremy. If you can recall, we had an incident on Saturday morning where we lost the main coal conveyor system from Grootgeluk mine to Medupi power station. That then meant we had to mechanically get the coal into the coal bunkers and then to take it to burn. Now, what happened last night, we were recovering quite well. We also had a lot of boiler tube leaks, so that is recovered. Of the 6 units that we have lost the last couple of days, as from Saturday, 4 returned. So there's still 2 that is outstanding. However, what happened last night, so the system recovered extremely well. But late last night, around about 10 o'clock, we had another unfortunate incident that on the mechanical side, getting the coal into the bunkers. So we then had a problem that we couldn't fill the bunkers, and that then caused that we had to shut down units 3, 4, and 5.
Explain to us why a coal conveyor belt would break. What's at the heart of this? Is it poor maintenance?
No, I don't think it's maintenance, Jeremy. We don't know. You know, it's a mechanical apparatus. So it was, we don't know yet. So the investigating is ongoing. The teams are on site. It was actually quite a significant structural damage that we had. So that is in the process of being repaired, where we had initially forecasted to fix it in 2 weeks. At this point in time, we look before Friday next week, the conveyor system will be back in action.
So what you're suggesting to me, if it's going to take as long as a week to fix, we could have load shedding, possibly stage 2 through until Friday next week. Is that correct?
No, it's not what I'm saying. We're in the process to fix the unfortunate incident we had last night that caused us, to have no coal in the bunkers. So that situation is, as we speak, improving. The coal levels this morning at 9 o'clock in the bunkers were 9%. When I just checked about half an hour ago, we were just below 30%. So as we speak, the coal is getting into the bunkers. So soon we will start getting some of these units back and let them produce, although not at full load, but at least at a third of the capacity.
When will you get those? When will you get those units back online, Mr. Oberholzer?
Sorry, Jeremy, I missed you there.
When will you get those units back online? You're at 30% at the moment. How long is it going to take before we're at an optimum level of satisfaction?
Only as and when the conveyor system is back in action. So by getting the coal, by trucking it from the mine, to the power station and then mechanically get it, into the bunkers, we only can get a third of the capacity out of it. So only as and when the conveyor system, which we expect will be by Thursday, Friday next week, will we be by full capacity at Medupi. But that doesn't mean that we're going to have load shedding up until then, because that was one incident that took 1,500 megawatts, an additional 1,500 megawatts of the system. However, the unit that came down because of breakages, 4 of the 5, 4 of the 6 are back. So the system is improving, and the outlook is positive.
But the fact of the matter is, Mr. Oberholzer, is you don't know for how much longer load shedding is going to continue.
No, we will have another, emergency meeting this afternoon. And we will communicate soon, how the outlook looks for the weekend and for next week.
So what you're saying is that there could conceivably be load shedding this weekend?
There's a possibility. The possibility always exists. The risk is there. But when we had the meeting this morning, as well as just an hour and a half ago, the system is improving, so it looks positive.
Are you really in control of the situation, Mr. Oberholzer?
Sorry, Jeremy, I missed you.
Are you really in control of the situation right now?
Oh, yes, we are. These are incidents that happened. We are managing. We've got very experienced and skilled people managing the system. So, yes, I believe we are fully in control of the system, the situation.
Thank you very much. Jan Oberholzer, Chief Operating Officer at Eskom.